Hey guys, welcome back to another M&A collection video. Today I'm going to be showing you all of my Sonic Prime figures as well as accessories and other merchandise from the Sonic Prime series. Not all of these are figures obviously because like I just said, I have some accessories and other merchandise, and the Death Egg robot is actually from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie. I just included it because I figured I'll probably start using it as a background for some of my videos. And I also have a table now to use for it, so you might have seen this in some of my previous collection videos. But yeah, so I don't usually waste time with the intros, so let's just get right into the video. So first off, I'm going to be going by row since I set these up for a reason. So I'm going to start with the New York Sonic from the New York City pack. I remember this is one of the first Sonic Prime figure packs that they made actually. I do like the Sonic quite a bit. He's basically modern Sonic, but one of the only problems I have with this is that it's really hard for him to stand, so I had to use Amy's hammer for him to be able to stand well, because he would just fall backwards because the legs just don't really work as well as the head is pretty heavy. But here we have the 2.5-inch Rusty Rose, also from the New York pack. This is I actually like this figure a lot since I don't have a 2.5-inch Amy. I'm surprised, they really added a lot of detail here. And I know they weren't able to add the hand and leg extensions, but they did do that on the new 5-inch figure that just came out or a month or two ago, I think in wave 2. So I think it's pretty cool that they did that. I've been waiting for a 5-inch version of her. I do really like Rusty Rose. I think she's a cool character, especially in season 3 with the character development and stuff. So yeah, I think that's cool. Next up we have 9, or Tails 9, or whatever you want to call him, from the New York City pack. All these 3 are from there. I kind of sorted them by their shatter spaces. It's what I tried to do, except for the 5-inch figures, which I put in the back. So yeah, I really do like the fact that you can, they, as well as Rusty Rose, not as much detail, but they still added a lot. And on the I forgot what it's called, on the 5-inch version of this one from wave 1 of the Sonic Prime figures, the 5-inch wave, they actually gave him 70 points of articulation. They gave him all the tail joints and stuff, so I think that's really, really cool. Also, I think something that's cool is that you can take off his metal tails and you could replace it with any of the other tail figures. I probably have some laying around here. Yeah, so for example, here is the this is my second Sonic figure actually. This is not from Sonic Prime. This is just a regular modern figure. So you can take off his tails, and then you could add the spinning effect to 9 if you wanted. It doesn't fit it as well because the hole is a bit bigger than the regular figures, but still think that's pretty cool. Give it a little spin. He does fly sometimes with it, but it's not shown as much. So yeah, I also do love how 9 is kind of a more serious version of Tails, and he's a lot of people's favorite character from Sonic Prime so far, which I can agree with since the final season came out. I think they really did a lot with this character and its development throughout the series. So here's another Tails variant. This one's from the Boss Cage Maze. I believe his name is Manji. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. This isn't an actual Jakks-specific figure like the rest of these are. This is from the Sonic Prime Paradox Prism capsule, which was I think a Walmart exclusive, maybe. I don't remember because this came out a while ago. This is a PMI kind of mold statue thingy. It came with the Paradox Prism right there, which I'll get into near the end of the video. So I actually do think this is nice. I think if they added articulation, this would probably be one of my favorite Sonic Prime figures, but it's still pretty good with and by itself. Alright guys, so next up we have the Thorn Rose from the Boss Cage Maze. This is actually probably one of my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog figures overall. I just think the detailing is phenomenal on this, which I use that word a lot for the Sonic Prime 5-inch wave, because like they're able to add so much detail, and like it's usually very, very accurate to like the source material. I also love that they included her hammer here. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, overall this is just like a really good figure. I totally recommend getting this. I know this is from the first wave, I'm pretty sure. But like it only showed up in my Target like a couple weeks ago. Because before they only had the Sonic and the Mr. Dr. Eggman. Alright, so next up, guys, we have another Boss Cage Maze figure. This is, I believe his name is, I think it's Gnarly Knuckles. That might be the New Yoke one. I just remember he's like the paranoid one. He was like talking about trees and stuff. Kind of like a hippie. But I think this is a pretty cool design. Honestly, I think also detail, like there's not as much as the other Boss Cage Maze figure, Thorn Rose, but I still think this is a pretty cool figure. They even added his like flute thingy, pan flute. I'm glad they added a lot of like detail and the texture to the gloves and the shoes. They even added all the, like the paint and stuff, and the leaf like hat thing is also pretty good. So yeah, this is probably give this figure like a 9 out of 10, maybe like a 8.5. if I was to rank it, like on a scale of 1 to 10. So yeah, there's not much to say. I've already done a review on this figure. If you guys want to check that out, you know, it's a pretty good video. Kind of recent, so you just go back a couple of videos on my channel, which you should subscribe, by the way, because it's the best Sonic review channel on YouTube. Besides Sonic and the Mean Show, you should also subscribe to him, by the way. He was some of my inspiration for this channel, so I really like his videos. So anyway, here's the Mr. Dr. Eggman from the Chaos Council from New York City. I think this is my very first Sonic Prime figure, I think. Like of the 5-inch wave. I can't remember if I got this one before I got the New Yoke pack. I think I got this one after, but I might be wrong. I'll have to check when I'm done recording this video. So yeah, one of the features that he has is when you press the star thing, is like toupee is supposed to go up like his fake hair. So I think that's pretty cool. I also really like the articulation. You can like move the hair however you want it. I think this is a pretty cool figure. He's really similar to the regular Eggman, so I think that's why a lot of people like him. I think it's pretty cool. He's definitely one of my like top 10 favorite characters from Sonic Prime. And then here is the final figure of the video. This is Chaos Sonic. Now, in my review on this, I said that this is probably my favorite Sonic figure. I don't know, because I'm really torn between this and some other ones like the movie Knuckles, because you know, there's just so many good Sonic the Hedgehog figures. It's really hard to choose my favorite one, but I do think that Chaos Sonic's design is really cool, and I'm glad that they're making more like metal Sonic, like robotic Sonics figures, because they're if you didn't know, they announced like a week or two ago they're releasing a new Sonic the Hedgehog, like from the Grimm, but like it's like the robot one from Nine's Army. Unfortunately, it's not the Alpha, it's just like the regular Trooper. And then there's also the a new pack coming out with like the other 2 shards. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, so the design and like the detail for this, I mean, you can't do much because it's a robot, and he's like has a pretty sleek design in general, but I still think they did the best with what they could. And the articulation on this is really good, as well as like the amount of detail that they could do. I think they handled it pretty well. I like the expression. It's kind of like an angry one, but also at the same time, it's like also like he was a kind of like annoying character, but like that was kind of the point, because it was basically Sonic fighting himself, literally. So I think that's pretty cool. He is actually pretty similar to Metal Sonic, which I have right here. here's a comparison. I showed this in my review also, which you guys should check out after this. Obviously this one's like a lot taller, but they are very similar in design. This one's just a bit sleeker and it's also an inch taller. So yeah, the articulation on this thing's pretty good, I would say. This is probably like a 9 out of 10 figure for me. I mean, just a little bit more paint detail, I think, probably would have sealed the deal, but it's still a really good figure. So yeah, that's about it for that. And then finally, before we end the video, I have like 2 more like accessory merchandise things to show you. Here is something that came in the New York City pack that I showed in the beginning of the video. It's like the Prism like case placeholder thingy, and it's a New York Prism shard. I think by the end of winter, or near like the beginning of spring, they're gonna release all the shards and like Shatter Space pack things, and so soon we'll be able to get like all of the Paradox Prism shards. So I think that'll be really cool. I really want to see someone get all of them and like connect them if that's possible. And then finally, here's the Prism capsule that Manji came in. It's a Paradox Prism. Honestly, this is like a Walmart cheap plastic thing. I think it works pretty well though. Obviously, it doesn't really scale with the figures, but still really nice. I like displaying it on the Eggman Mobile stand thing over there. I think it looks really cool. Yeah, so I might also use that in the background of my videos, which I'll change from time to time, every couple videos or so. So, yeah, anyways, this was a really fun video to make. I do hope to get a lot more Sonic Prime, figures in the future, which if I do, I'll update my collection video eventually. But as of right now, this is my first one, since I'm probably not planning on getting some for another couple, like, probably like a few weeks, or like a couple months, depending on if I see them or something, or like how much money I have. But anyways, yeah, so that was it for this video. I really love you guys, conceptually, and make sure to like and subscribe and comment what kind of content you want to see next. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.